Hey, this is Eric Wolf, and this is Poetry and Marketing, where I read you the poems about marketing that I write in my spare time, and then we talk about it. Today's poem is "O Lifetime Value, How I Long to See You Grow. Our Retention Sucks." Let's talk about it. Lifetime value, if you're not aware, is basically the total amount of profit that you are likely to earn on average every time you get a new customer. And basically, here's how we do that. Super simple. Take the total amount of revenue that you made over a period of time, and then look at the number of transactions that you've done over that same period. So let's say you've got $100,000 and you've got 100 transactions. That is an average transaction of about $1,000. And then you go and you figure out, how many transactions am I likely to have with a customer over their lifetime? Look back at your records, get a good average, and you put that in. So we'll take that. So let's say that I've got a monthly service and I'm likely to keep a customer for 20 months on average. And so I've got that average transaction of $1,000. I multiply that by 20, and the total revenue that I am likely to earn for that customer, therefore, is $20,000. Cool. Then the last piece of it is we take our average gross profit and we put it in there. And so let's say our total gross profit on average is about 50%, just to make the math easy. So I started with $100,000 in revenue. My average transaction is $1,000 per transaction. I am likely to keep a customer for 20 transactions. My gross profit is 50%. And so, boom, I've got $10,000 in lifetime value. And so every time I get a customer, I know that by and large they're going to be worth about $10,000 to me over the course of the relationship. And so one of the easiest ways to increase not just revenue but profit is, what if instead of getting $10,000 in lifetime value with a customer, what if it was $15,000? What if it was $20,000? And those improvements go right to your bottom line, and you get them again and again every single time you get a new customer. So that retention piece and the idea of optimizing the relationship is a really, really important concept in marketing, and one that often gets overlooked. A lot of times when we're talking about marketing, people are like, oh, give me leads, give me leads. And the fact is that in a lot of cases, we've got an untapped source of revenue already in the company that is already paying us. And so how is it that we can increase the average transaction that we're doing with them? How is it that we can increase the number of transactions that we do with them so that we can increase that lifetime value? And essentially that's growth that we don't just get the one time because we retained one customer really well and we optimized that relationship and we got everything we could out of it. But that's something that we get literally every single time we start new with a customer. So it's a really, really powerful way to grow your business. To hear more of my marketing poetry, because this probably wasn't enough for you, just a little taste of what you can get. More poetry is available at poetryandmarketing.com, and you can follow us on Spotify, YouTube, Apple, all of those typical podcasty types of places. And I'll look forward to reading more of my poetry to you next time.